if you look at popular culture, TV shows even, like Selling Sunset, very popular out there, you might think that becoming a successful real estate agent is easy. Easy for anybody that's interested in, dope properties, swag events, um, chic outfits. In reality, it is not all that glamorous, and it's not for the faint of heart. It takes a serious amount of time, effort, willingness, and you got to push yourself probably more often than not through daily challenges in this business. After all, in real estate, you're working for yourself. You might be working under the moniker of a brokerage and the protections of a brokerage business, but ultimately, you're an independent consultant and you need to treat it as such. So to succeed, I always have several recommendations. You need to identify your MVVs, your mission, your vision, your values. You need to prepare a clear business plan. You need to build a strong personal brand that reflects your unique strengths. You're going to want a supportive brokerage and a broker that's available and can mentor you. You need to specialize in a niche. You need to stand out in your area. You need to prepare for slower periods. These are going to happen. And most importantly, you must be resilient. You need to learn from your experiences and you need to learn from setbacks and even failures. Look, I could draw out a roadmap for you going back to my old technical days, day in and day out. It'll help you build an intention. It'll get you fresh on the scene. It'll redefine you. It'll help you scale if you're a seasoned realtor. But honestly, if you're not ready to set your compass, then whatever the market is doing, success is on you. So let's talk about your compass a little bit before you start selling the map. To succeed in real estate, I advise you heavily to define what is going to be most important and what is going to be most meaningful to you and how you're going to be able to apply those things to your business. Your MVV, again, mission, vision, and value. This defines your core purpose and it gives you direction. It sets the compass for how you're going to operate in your business map. Your mission is your current purpose for serving the client. Your vision is your long-term aspiration of how you're going to get there. And your value are the principles that are going to set your behavior and keep you on path. You need to ask yourself important questions when you're setting these things. Why do I want to be in real estate? Who do I want to help in real estate? What's important to me as a business owner and an entrepreneur? What impact do I want to have on my local community? If you know these crucial aspects of your business, it's going to drive your success. It's going to give you a sense of purpose. It's going to be the why to you getting up and getting ready and getting yourself motivated every single day. Plot your empire. This is your game plan. Once you have identified building your framework, you've written your real estate plan, your plan's tracking your goals, you're going to make the wise decisions using this as your roadmap to success so that you can grow your real estate business. It has to include your MVVs. It has to include who you want to work with, your ideal client, your farm area, your marketing strategy, and an honest evaluation of your own strengths and weaknesses. You can prepare a very simple business plan to get started. You can refine it. It can be a live document for you. As you chose this industry and you chose the brokerage that you're working for, make sure that you're considering that they are offering your marketing assistance, helping you understand how you're best going to capture leads. Do they understand real estate software and what you should versus what you shouldn't be using? Can they help you identify strategy against complex waters? Because I don't care what boat I put you in. If you're expecting calm seas and a beautiful flat lake every time you get in the boat every morning, you're sadly mistaken for what this industry is all about. The brokerage you're working for is going to set your real estate salary. Ultimately, they're going to set you on your course for success until you are strong enough, mature enough, and seasoned enough to be able to pull your own compass and start making your own path. You're going to make it a point to talk to everything necessary in setting your goals. How many homes am I going to close this year? How much of that percentage is going to be referral based? I'm going to grow a social following to what levels? What services am I going to offer beyond just buying and selling homes? Am I going to specialize in first-time home buyers? Am I going to be able to do virtual tours, be a local guide? How's my marketing going to work? Am I going to do hot, vibey home videos, or am I just going to do reels and memes? Am I just going to do automated pop-up advertising? And revenue, what's my standard commission going to be? And am I going to stick to it? Am I going to build a philosophy around how I'm going to do business? Or am I going to be every other realtor and I'm going to not negotiate strong and I'm just going to hope that somebody's willing to pay me to do this work? I don't work for free. And if I've got to negotiate price before you have seen me in action, then I obviously haven't sold you on the value of having. And what's the secret sauce or the not so secret sauce? How are you going to be genuine? How are you going to be approachable? How are you going to be yourself and still operate in this industry? I need you to think about how you become a brand and not just an agent. It is very important that you are supplementary success to the brand of your brokerage. Your brokerage is your protective umbrella. They get you out of trouble. They give you A-class recognition when you yourself have not been introduced to clients yet. People want to see you and other agents on a billboard and sometimes people gauge the success on the quality of the agents you were surrounded by. And I don't care if it's 3 agents, I don't care if it's 200 agents. If those agents aren't quality agents, your reputation is stained by them. I can pick many big brands where, knowing what I know about working on the other side of the table from these agents, I would never work for those companies, nor would I ever advise anyone to work for those companies. If you are smart about your business, you will brand accordingly, and you will make sure to represent your brand and the truth behind your brand daily. Becoming a brand means that you're intentional about how you're seen, how you're remembered, how you're referred to, how people speak about you when you're not in the room. Think about real estate branding as your personal reputation. It's your surround sound, the vibe people get when they see your content, the excitement that they feel when they hear your name. Do they want to meet you in person? Or even better, do they want to refer your name out because I've got the perfect realtor? Focus on client testimonials. Focus on your unique value proposition. Focus on a well-designed website. You need to be present when you're not present, and you need to be consistent in your social media. I don't care if all you're doing is walking outside in the beautiful area that you live in and taking a great picture of a sunrise or a sunset every day. People need to appreciate that you're in real estate. This is my vision for you. I hope to be able to share these things with you as well. That's working the industry. That's what people are remembering you for. If you go out to a coffee shop, do a quick post. Here's the area I'm in. This is a great coffee shop. It's always packed. It's always busy. Don't forget to try the waffles. Personal branding and creating your own success story is going to be the difference between doing business or going bust in this industry. I want you to focus on your unique personality and strengths. And I remind you of these things because they feel very basic, but you're so busy in the rat race of the industry that you forget that this is what made you great in the first place. Your authenticity is powerful in this industry. People are drawn to agents who are genuine. If you are a strong communicator, emphasize that in your client engagements. If you are detail-oriented, highlight the precision in your transactions. Rather than just copying what everybody else is doing, play to your natural strengths, your advantages in doing business. I can understand why a lot of agents think you have to do X, Y, Z to succeed. That's what they see. However, your personality is going to be a huge component to this success, and it's an important part of your business. People first industries, like real estate, make sure that you matter more for what you know than what you can do. For example, if you're an introvert and you're cold calling for sale by owners and you're door knocking, that would not be enjoyable for you. Even though it's an effective strategy for most agents, you're going to feel burnout and you're going to be trying method does not suit your strengths. And you should be talking to your broker about this. And you should be saying, here's what I'd like to do. And if they know you, and they better, they can guide you on the right path. They help you set your course. They help you tune your compass to who you are and what your strengths are. Remember, you individually is an unfair advantage. So lean into that. Attract people who resonate with you, with your style, with your business ethics. It will become a whole lot more enjoyable for you and a lot more authentic to them. My introverts, stick to social media, record, post. You don't have to be in front of anyone directly when you're doing this. Do your email marketing, do your online posting, reach out to people virtually. It makes it easier for you, but keep those skills moving. Sharpen your business skills like a boss. Real estate is not just sales, it is also a business, your personal business. Many professionals focus heavily on lead generation, listing, client services. These are all essential. But what separates a thriving agent from someone that's surviving is being able to master the business side of the business. If your broker and your brokerage is not business centric, if the leader in your organization is not proven to be a business owner and a business strategist, their job is not to do your job for you. Their job is not to motivate you every day. Their job is to make sure you're not going too far off course. Your job is to check in with them. They have a company to run. Your job is to make sure they know what you're up to because they're treating you with respect. You're an